2, 4, 6, 8. I love cheering because it's great. Have you ever been so caught up in the repetition that you forgot your why? The why do I wake up so early in the morning just to come flip around and throw people in the air? The why do I keep pushing my body past its limits? The why do I wear this uniform so proudly? Sometimes you just have to stop and ask yourself, why? As a former cheerleader, I can say it took until my senior night of high school to understand what cheering did for me and to really identify my why. Today, I'll inform you of the benefits of cheerleading, starting with the physical and social aspect, and then moving into how cheerleading enhances your mentality. Cheerleaders are always active, focusing on strength building, conditioning, and technique to improve their physical health. The skills of stunting, jumping, and tumbling build up a very strong core, lower body, and shoulders. To put that into perspective, one single toe touch incorporates use out of every muscle in your entire body. Flexibility is crucial in cheerleading. Not only does it help with the execution of your skills, but it helps with the prevention of injuries. Shields and Smith conducted this experiment using high school and college cheerleaders, both game day and competition type, to analyze the types of injuries that occurred and the rate of occurrence. They concluded that the lower extremities were injured the most often, of 42%. Stretching before and after exercise is recommended for best prevention of injuries. Cheerleaders incorporate this into their daily plans. According to Brad Walker, stretch coach, taking 5 minutes to do a few stretches before and after each workout will improve your flexibility over the long term. He says this must include consistency, doing it after and before every single workout. You'll feel more fluid and relaxed, have a greater range of motion, and be less susceptible to muscle strains and pulls. To some, just having physical benefits isn't enough. Socially, cheerleading affects your relationships with every individual you come across. Forming relationships with your teammates is necessary. The outcome of a routine is dependent on trust, and trust is dependent on good relationships. In cheerleading, if you can't trust the person that's throwing your body in the air, then you're in trouble. Creating strong bonds through team building is a solid strategy for taking trust to the next level, says Kate Boyd, a former cheerleader. Outside of the sport, cheerleading aids individuals in making friends, like my best friend, Aaliyah. We met in high school on our cheer team. It was the start and the basis of our friendship. Even today, we're still friends and incorporating fitness into our lifestyles. The attitudes of family members can affect involvement in sports and individual success in that sport. According to my former teammate, Aaliyah Cooley, having a mom that was supportive of my decision increased my desire to cheer and even improved our relationship. Building relationships with peers is important, but mental health is superior. Creating the right mindset is key. Components of cheerleading can promote one's mental health. Cheerleading can boost self-esteem by gaining confidence and believing in yourself. I used to be a person that cared too much about others' thoughts. This kept me from living up to my potential. Cheerleading is about putting on a show, and my coach always used to say that if you feel like you look stupid, you're probably doing it right. It's a weird saying, but it's the saying that's always helped with my social fears. Cheerleading develops individuals' values, like the ideas of leadership and teamwork, discipline and dedication. According to Varsity Brands, cheerleaders were more likely to hold a leadership position in their school or community. Cheerleaders break through racial, social, and economic boundaries in order to work together. In cheerleading, the idea of no man left behind is promoted. We fall together and we rise together. The most important aspect to cheerleading is unity, to be one. And within that one unit, you're only as strong as your weakest link, which ties back to forming strong relationships with your teammates along with trust. Cheerleaders are always encouraged to smile, even when the game isn't in their favor. Dr. Michael Lewis says, "We smile because we are happy, but smiling also makes us happy." He concluded from a study in 2013 that Botox users felt generally less sad due to the fact that they physically could not frown. Cheerleading influences the idea of positive attitudes in order to receive the feeling of general happiness. Today, I've informed you of the benefits of cheerleading, but keep in mind there are plenty more. Although the idea of cheerleading has a controversial connotation, there are still great benefits, socially, mentally, and physically, to participating in the sport. Whether that be making lifelong friends, gaining joint flexibility, or even facing your fears, the choice is up to you. When asked my why, I'll tell you I love it. But when you really think about it, there's so much more to it. Thanks.